I got to play Splendor Duel at BGG Con this past fall, and I'll tell you, what Bruno Cathala can do with these little small games that were already familiar to us, man, I'm just shocked. But I want to hear what you have to say for it. I'm sure you put this on a reason, so throw it at us. Throw it at us.
Yeah, well, I had been hearing about good things about it. I actually bought it for someone else for Christmas, having not played it because I heard so many good things. And my brother-in-law loves standard Splendor, so I just went on a whim. And there's a board game cafe here called Thirsty Dice in Philadelphia, but they have a location called 21 Pips, which is the like more of a bar, I guess, than just games. But it has games there, and I went there for the first time with my friend, and we were looking around, and our friend who's the owner was like, "You should play this one if you haven't played it." So they convinced me. I was like, "Yes, I've been meaning to play this." So I finally got it to the table maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I like that there's two new elements. So aside from the fact that the way that you can kind of see the board, there's kind of like a spiral, which is explains how you place out the
Okay.
gems, so that you have to basically take them either like adjacent or I think you can take diagonal, but they can't be the same. I forget the exact way. There's some specific way you have to draft. There's also pearls, which are the purple ones off to the side, which some cards require, but there's only like two in the entire supply.
Oh, it's such a dogfight for those pearls, right, Heather?
Yes, yes. And then you can kind of see these white things are like scrolls, I think, which kind of like in the other, thing, basically, you can like take a scroll at certain times to or you take a scroll when um you have to refill the board. That was one of the times. So if basically, oh, you have to refill the board and you don't get a good pick, you get the scroll, which will allow you to like go first and hopefully get some pearls later. So there's some of those. There's a lot of interaction with that. And then otherwise, it's exactly the same game. The scoring, they kind of show a card there to the left that is, instead of the scoring being, you need 4 green and 4 blue, it's like the first 20 points or the first to have 10
Right.
castles or crowns or whatever it is. And the cards all have that on them. So it still feels exactly the same. If you've never played Splendor, you can still play this. But if you've played Splendor, you can pick it up in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah, some of the cards, Steve, have crowns on them instead of just being normal cards. So as you can see in that picture right there, it might only be worth 2 points, but it's got a crown. And it's got this in-game thing with the crown. In fact, I think that's one of the in-game triggers is the first person to get to 10 crowns, if I remember right, something like that.
It is, yeah. So you can kind of just go for crowns. I think that's the 10 is 10 of the same like color. So it's like, the same row. So you can say, I'm going to go for all green, or I'm going to go for crowns, or just points, straight points. So it's kind of interesting. I really liked it. It's also very small, kind of in the same vein of Jay's, where, you could travel with it. You could take it like in your backpack really easy. So that, and it has a bag for the little gems, so they don't like fall out if you put the box this way or something. So I would suggest that a lot for travel.
So Seven Wonders, when they turned into Seven Wonders Duel, it was like, okay, why are they making this fantastic game into just a little 2-player game? And then for some people, I think Steve is one of them, maybe, or one of our friends is Seven Wonders Duel is actually the game they like better than regular Seven Wonders. Maybe not
that's
you,
Verla.
But Verla, okay, that's right.
I feel like there's a lot of people in gaming now that are like, they're so sick of Splendor, or they don't like Splendor. So, but they like Splendor Duel again. So for Splendor and that team, good idea, because there was a lot of people that were kind of getting sick of Splendor. And those people, I've heard a lot of them talking about how great this is. So
I thought it breathed new life into what is essentially a great game, but that after a while, it was such a great game when it came out, but there's a lot of other games that have done its mechanic better. And then all of a sudden, Bruno Cathala puts all these little tiny spins on it. What do you think, Verla? Is that something you're interested in?
Oh, I love it. It was one of my Secret Santa gifts from our Facebook group, and so
I didn't know you got to play it.
Nice.
I did. I own it now. I've played it 2 or 3 times, and I really like it for exactly you guys are saying, it just adds some nice little twists to the original game to spice it up, make it a little more interesting.
Who do you think this game's for, Heather?
I mean, I would say it's for two people. That's so be aware of that, obviously, because some people, even though it says duel, I don't know, but they missed that. But I would say if you want a quick game, but you're looking for something a little bit more, like a little bit more complexity to it, right? This is a small footprint, like that is a very small board. So you could be on the table having beer or something and it would fit on there very easily. Or I wouldn't say just at the beach, but maybe a picnic table at the park or something. You could easily take it and you're not taking up a lot of room. So I would say it's great for on the go. It's also great for like a quick, hey, it's a Tuesday night or it's a filler game in between a bigger game type of thing.
I did find that Splendor seemed to play better at 3, at least when we played it, 3 or 4 players. But Splendor Duel is a nice distillation of what it is with some extra mechanics on top. Thumbs up for me. I like it.
I like it too. Yeah.
I don't know if it beats out Seven Wonders Duel, but Steve,
if you're even saying them in the same sentence, as far as I'm concerned, that's a sale.
Yeah. It's definitely something everybody should play. If you like Splendor, this is going to bring in some new life to it. Thanks, Heather, for talking about that one. This is a good game.